you? I hope you're really well. This is Karen with Happily Planning with Karen, and today I am updating my lifestyle planner. Can you hear the big sigh? This little lovely book, my Stalogy, and I got a Motown cover I did. It matches my other pink, my spending one, which yeah, I haven't been using that either. And yeah, as you can see, it hasn't got very far whatsoever. And I have struggled, and in fact, we're not even going to look back at the fact that the pages are empty. No, we're not. We're going to start afresh because I have got to make a change. I have got to make a change. That sounds really serious, doesn't it? But health is serious, isn't it? It really is. And yeah. How shall we start? How shall we start? So what I'm going to do is I've got to start speaking properly. I do a lot of slang, so forgive me if I do. But we're going to start afresh. All of this here, we're going to just ignore that. That is history. That is gone. That is gone. In fact, hang on a sec. Let me get something else. And I've asked Phil, my husband, for those who don't know, while he's out, if he goes past IKEA, to get me an office chair for in here. It's driving me mad. A stable dining room chair rather than having a swivel chair. Oh my word. No good in a planning room. So I am going to get red for danger. What do you think? Red for danger. Ah. I have got this little bright red for danger ollie clip. And what I'm going to do, oh cracky, you know when you do it all the time and you realise you're doing it, but you don't realise you're doing it. Right, so let's get all of these out. Have I got anything in there? No. Right, so that's what we're going to do. There you go, sealed up. Oh yeah, that was April as well. Well, yeah, that didn't happen either. So we might keep it as goals. But at the minute, I'm not even going to fill that out. Do you know why? Because I'm going to do it day by day. Yeah, I'm going to start day by day. Really basic. And then when it's starting to flow, then I can put goals down. I can do monthly targets. But at the moment, to be honest, every single day is a really big challenge for me. So a cup of tea and I'll explain. I'll decorate this as I'm talking to you. So I've already pre-cut this acetate down to size, but now I'm just going to round the corners. So where do I start? Where do I start indeed? When I was 21, I was borderline anorexic. And by that I mean I was never diagnosed. I lost 3 stone in 3 months, and I didn't have a period for 1.5 years. So I was very slim. I was a UK 6 to 8, and I'm 5'9". So that's what a UK 6 to 8, which is a USA 2 to 4, and even though I was very slim, I was incredibly unhealthy. I limited my calories to such an extent of a weekend. This is quite painful to talk about, but you know, then you'll understand why this is quite hard in a way. And maybe that's a lot to do with my eating issues. Of a weekend, I used to go out on a Sunday night, and I used to catch the bus there and get a taxi back, and I used to have 3 halves of cider, and in the UK cider is like alcoholic apple juice, and it's like 300 calories, and I wouldn't eat all day because of that. So that was kind of the place I was in. Ever since, and the reason I got better was my mum. She took away the control, and that's how she got me better. And because of that, I struggle with food, in the sense that I'm not a recovering anorexic. I don't want to claim that title. But I'm somebody who loves food. I love food. I love eating. I love fantastic food. I'm greedy. I have quite big portions. I love vegetables. I love everything. But to me, I think somewhere in my psychic, the back of my mind, I never want to be in the situation where I didn't have energy to smile. And I didn't smile a lot back then. So I think, and it's not a cop-out, it's not an excuse, but I think somewhere deep inside that resonates, and maybe that's why I struggle. Maybe it's just because I'm greedy, because I am greedy. But during this lockdown for the past 18 months, I have put on 28 pounds, which is 2 stone. And for me, that's not good. And it's not because I've suddenly become gluttonous and everything in sight. It's because we just haven't had the exercise. You know yourself, if you've been in lockdown, you go from your bed to your chair, to the kitchen to your chair, to your bed to your chair, and you're not working out. And I haven't, for whatever reason, been motivated. I mean, we've got the gym equipment, we've got everything, and I haven't. And I think that is the problem. And so that extra 2 stone for me has made a huge difference on me. And then the kids have been cooking all the meals, so I haven't had control. And when you don't have control, you're not aware, really, are you? And they've ordered the shopping on my card, and we have online shopping. I managed to secure slots. And because we've been so busy in other aspects of our life, I haven't taken responsibility. Yeah, I think that's the way to put it. And I don't want this to be a down video by any means. It's just where I am, me just telling you a little bit about me that you maybe didn't know. So food restriction and diets I do terribly at, because to me it's deprivation, and I don't want anyone to tell me I can't have anything. Maybe it's linked to that. Maybe it's got absolutely nothing at all to it, and I'm just kidding myself and it's just an excuse. I don't know. But I do struggle. But the past couple of days, Blake, who's 19, my 19-year-old son, has been doing a lot of the cooking, and he's discovered spices. And it might just be spices, but I've been a bit thirstier than normal, so I've been a bit concerned, and I'm feeling a lot better today. So I really think that's all it is. And if it's not, I'll go and get tested, so don't worry about that. But that, you know, having that worry on my brain has made me go, okay, you've got to stop. You've got to stop, Karen. You've got to take control. I tried on my shorts for the Disney parks, and they were like, and I'm like, I can't do that. So I've got to lose 28 pounds to start with, what I've put on in lockdown, and I'll feel a lot better. My knees getting up and down and all the rest of it. So yeah, I've got to do it for my own health. But starting, that's a whole different subject, isn't it? Actually starting and sticking to it. So I've got to do something that's realistic, and I don't think I was being very realistic with myself. And the kids cook, but I have been letting them do everything. Savannah does the meal plan. If I don't want what she's cooking, if I ask her for something different, she gets upset with me. And I can understand why, because when it was me doing all the cooking and my daughter's 21, if I refuse to do more than one meal, I do one meal and you ate it or you didn't. I might do a different, you know, fish fingers or a vegetable grill, but it was all the same potato and vegetable, or whatever it was going with it, it was the same. So I might just put something different under the grill, but the basis was the same. So when, you know, they're doing new potatoes, and I don't like new potatoes, I like jacket potatoes, which is baked potatoes. And if I ask her for a baked potato, she gets really upset with me, whereas they're one of the easiest and quickest things to cook. But, you know, it's understandable, isn't it? If you don't want to be doing multiple meals, I mean, cooking and meals are a nightmare anyway, aren't they? Where shall I put this? And so I fully understand, but I need to start taking better control. And I love jacket potatoes, and there's all different variants. You can do it with butter or without, can't you? Because you can have a lot of wet fillings, so that's healthy filling. It's a carb. I'm addicted to carbs. I love carbs, breads, potatoes. Yeah, I don't eat meat. So yeah, so I've got to start taking responsibility. Oh crikey, that was quite depressive. So Sweet Coat White design, no white space stickers, and I think this is Sunday's Serenity, these stickers I'm putting down. So we're going to start again, and we're going to do it day by day. And do you know what? If I have a bad day, I'm not going to kick myself. I'm not going to scream. I'm not going to do any of that. I'm just going to go, do you know what? Okay. So we're just one day back and we'll start afresh. So shine your light, because that's what I need to start doing. So yeah, that's what I need to start doing. So good morning. How are you? And do you know what, in all seriousness, a lot of you might relate to me, and it is really hard, and you've always got these smart, for want of a far more intelligent word, smart asses going round, and it's so easy, and and you're like, but it isn't. In the real world, to the real women of this world, dieting is not easy. Whether you call it dieting, new lifestyle, healthy eating, healthy plan, whatever, it's changing what you do for the normal. So anybody that starts it, and anybody that has hiccups along the way, it doesn't matter. You're trying, and you're trying to better your life, because without a good health, it makes life very difficult, doesn't it? So that's what I'm doing. So enough of all of that now. I'm going to put this pink washi down. So I'm just trying now. I feel that was like real Debbie Downer, but it's just, you know, it's life, isn't it? You have to be honest. So this lovely pink, oh, look at this lovely pink washi from Simply Gilded, and it's got such a sheen on it. So yeah, a bit joyful. So yeah, we'll do that. So we're starting afresh. This is a fresh month, it's a fresh start, and you know, it's my birthday in less than 2 weeks, and if I do rubbish, I do rubbish, but if I start, it can't be as rubbish as it would have been if I hadn't have started, can it? So yes, I think that probably explains it quite well, really, and it is challenging. It's really challenging. But I'm going to do it this time. I'm going to do it. And I think for me, what I'm going to do is, to start with, I'm not going to worry about calories. I'm not going to worry about pounds. If I lose a pound, that's better than putting a pound on, isn't it? And I'm going to do it slowly. I do take, only mild, but I do have anxiety medicine, and that is it's harder to lose, and you can be prone to put weight on with them as well. I know that. So every day is a new day, and if I can start just shrinking, that's fabulous. That's Phil on the phone. He's shopping for me. What I need is something really, really simple. So I've got 4 lots of washi, because we're going to do, because today's Saturday, so we're going to start recording it from tomorrow. So I'm going to do Sunday to Sunday in this to start with. So these, I've got Simply Gilded, and I've got Cookie Sticker Co as well. So we're going to be using those washes. And I need to do it so that I'm going to look at it, because that's what was happening last time. I wasn't looking at it. And at the moment, while I'm very self-conscious and what have you, then I will look. But going forward, I might not. So I've got to make it so that I am actually looking forward. So let's take that off there so we don't get the glare of the camera. And I'll stick that in afterwards. So let's just decorate these pages, shall we? So what should I do now? I'm going to use this Cookie Sticker Co. And a top tip for when you open your washi, squeeze it. That's what you do, squeeze it. And then, if you can find the bit where it's like sharp, or if not, just pierce it. And then you just tear it. This wasn't, this brand is quite hard to get it out. But there you go, done it. Done it. So, I was going to put thin washi at the top. Maybe I do. Right, so let's open this. So it's funny, isn't it? Even though I'm going to be limiting what I'm having, I feel really good about that. I feel in control. Yeah, I feel in control, which is what it's all about, isn't it? So, yeah, very happy. Very sad it's got to this, but it's starting. So I think I'm going to try the smaller one at the top actually. So that's another new one. And that's the brand Cookie Sticker Co. And her washi sells out really quickly. It's a washi shop that Irene from Simply Gilded has really promoted, and because of that, I'm guessing, and then on top of it, the fantastic quality, her sales have gone through the roof. So it's quite difficult now to get any of her washi. So yeah, don't leave it, because I'd hate for you to try and then not get any. So when she's got a release, set your clock and go straight on, because they sell out really quick. So yeah, and I suppose as well, being a new shop, she's not ordering as much stock because, you know, it's cash flow, isn't it? And it's making sure she's not left with stuff on her hands. I'm gonna have to take that off for now. She doesn't want to be left with anything on her hands. She wants to sell it through. So yeah, there we go. That's really pretty, isn't it? I think that's the first time I've used her drip washi. That's really, really pretty. Right, that is really pretty, isn't it? I really like that. So what are we doing next? Then I got the Easter ones from Simply Gilded. I think, well, last time I checked, these were still available. I just thought we'd do something a bit different each day, because if it's a bit different, you might look more chance of looking, because I know what I'm like. I'm a devil. So, but what do you all think of my new intro and my new outro? Do you like them? I can't begin to tell you. Grant, my lovely friend, and if anyone wants an intro or outro or photos or anything done, at the end of the video, right at the bottom, it's got artwork created by, and that's for Enchanted Mysteries, and that's Grant, who's done my intro and outro. And I told him what was in my head, and then he created it, and I was so excited because it was so different to what I got, because the other one I'd made myself, and I'd had a free trial on Final Cut Pro, and yeah, I still to this day don't know how to use Final Cut Pro. I hate it. It's too complicated for me. I just use iMovie to edit my videos, nice and simple. And oh crikey, it's so needed doing. And I mean, when I started off, I was a happy planner, wasn't I? Which is a bit like where the name came from, really. And to start with, when I first started, I thought it was one of the few planning shops, and I didn't realise there were other planning shops. So that was a bit of a wake-up call to me. But yeah, it was all Christmas, wasn't it? So that was like about 18 months ago. So yeah, when he did it, to say I was excited is an understatement. And yeah, he's the most wonderful, wonderful man, and he's my friend, and he's very reasonably priced. So don't think, oh crikey, it'll cost me an arm and a leg. It only costs you an arm and a leg if you have that many complicated things doing. But he's very, very reasonably priced, and yeah, you know, when you can talk to someone and it's not like, you can't say, well, could we do this instead? It's not like that. You can talk to him, which I think sometimes you feel a bit intimidated, don't you, if someone's doing something for you. But not with Grant. He's lovely. So yeah, go and check him out. So what we got? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need another double page and a single. So I don't need to wipe this out, do I? Because it's dark and reflective. So if you could have seen my face when he sent it me, yeah. And then trying to find a new music. Oh my word, that's a challenge and a half, because everybody's used everything. And do you want to know a really funny story? Well, I've been ringing BT a lot, haven't I? Because I've been having issues with the internet and what have you. And when I was on hold to them, do you know, it's so close to my music, and I had no idea. And I actually think I've got the same music as a waiting music on British Telecom, which maybe that's why I chose it. I didn't, in my subconscious self, it was like something familiar. But yeah, that's quite funny, isn't it? So yeah, I was a bit mortified, but I just think it goes really well. And yeah. And this washi is the Aurora washi. Oh yeah, and I'm so pleased about this. And I do have a haul to record. Actually, I've not even put that in for this week's videos. That's strange, look at that. Yeah, I haven't even put that in for this week. Actually, shall I do that again? I'm going to do that one again. I've been getting all the videos ready because when my Stackery box comes, or whenever I get any parcel, it doesn't matter who it's from. If it's been through the postal service, I leave it sitting for 72 hours before I open it. Or I open it and then I put the items in quarantine for 72 hours because initially that's how long they said that anything would live on a surface for. That's in ideal conditions, so it shouldn't even last that long. But yeah, I leave it like that, so it's all in quarantine, ready to start using. Ooh! So that's, yeah, now we need some dates, don't we? That's really pretty. Okay, so right, dates. So let's have a look. What have I got that's pink and blingy? And I think that's going to do me. That was quick, unless I've got anything. See, that'll do me unless I find something else. No, I think I'm going to use that because it's really loud. It's going to clash lovely. No, I don't want it to clash. Maybe I just use different ones for different days, you see. See. Okay, we'll use that one. And I need another Sunday. I need another Sunday. Wasn't that a song? Wasn't that a U2 song? So yeah, let's put these down. So Sunday. Do you know anyone who doesn't know me, who comes in and sees me with all these stickers, they think I've gone bonkers? Do you have that? Do your other halves and family and friends all think you're a bit crazy for liking stickers? Should I put it here? Yeah, I think I put that other one in the wrong place, unless I can move it. Isn't it ridiculous? No, I'm going to leave that there. I don't want to put that up there. I do have undo though, but you know, sometimes you just can't be bothered, can you? Yeah, my husband doesn't really get it. He thinks I'm a bit insane for all the stickers stuff that we have keep coming to the house. But if it's kept you sane with what we've all gone through, it doesn't matter, does it? There's many people who've gone through a lot worse than us than using just stickers. So that's the way I look at it. Thursday. I do feel really positive this time. And I know the children will be so relieved. And oh, Savannah, my daughter, she's just booked to have her graduation. She's just, her biggest dilemma yesterday was, Mum, do I buy or do I rent my cap for graduation? And I was like, oh, just rent it. And then Phil's like, but what if she wants to keep it? And I said, well, what do you want to do? And she's like, no, I'll just rent it in case someone else has worn it before. See, she's my daughter. I'm like that. I hate anything that's been worn before. It's just how you brought up, isn't it? Right, cold tea. So what colour shall we use on all of this? I think it's got to be gold, really. I think we're going to use gold. So, date dots first of all. Let's get some gold date dots. I call them date dots because they're not actually dots. They're like these just gold things. Mine are square anyway, so yeah. So tomorrow is the 16th, isn't it? 16th. Let's check on my clock. Yeah, it's the 15th today, so it'll be the 16th. th 18th, So how are you? How are you doing it? Are you on like revisiting your health? And it's so hard, but you know, you go to bed, you feel worthwhile, don't you? But I don't know about you, my hardest time is of a night time. That's when I really struggle. I think it's because I'm an emotional eater, I'm a boredom eater, I'm a happiness celebration eater. I eat when I'm sad. I eat absent-mindedly, watching the television. And you know, like a block of chocolate, and then you eat it, and then afterwards you're like, well, where did that go? Look, that's beautiful. I do that all the time. Right, so there. We're not even going to look there. So, okay, what I'm also going to do, and I've got here, is I've got all of the boxes from the kits that I've used previously, and I'm going to put a nice box down just to like jazz it up a bit, for no more than to just something else to make me go and look. Does that make any sense whatsoever? I've got all these boxes. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, so let's just use them. And you've always got spare boxes from kits, haven't you? So this one's from Harriet Wright Designs. So don't stop till you're proud. So that's quite a good one. I need motivational ones is what I need, I think. Tuesday, that's like a double box. I'm just going through all the kits I've been using in my B6 and pulling out the extra ones. It's fab, isn't it? Because you don't actually have to go out and buy a kit just to jazz something up. We've all got enough stuff to just use it. I don't know if I like any of those. What else have I got in here that I've not used? Pretty bird. A digging, I don't know when I'll be digging in a raincoat. We've got artificial grass, but you got to have a laugh, haven't you? It doesn't matter, it's just making it look a bit prettier. And that's what we're all about, isn't it? We're all about aesthetics. See, there you go. And I've now got an empty sheet of Harriet Wright boxes. So I've got my full money value from. I've used it in my B6 pre-plan, and I've used it in here to jazz up the pages so that I then start to look at them. Right, so then, what do I need in here next? Right, so in my stickers, if you remember, I made a load of stickers, and some of them I'm going to use and some of them I'm not. So let's get a couple of those out. Let's go through here and find what I did and what I feel I could use. So those are the silver ones. hollow. Printed those off. I can do a weekly review at the end, right? So let's just lay it out for the week at the moment, and then we can do the weekly review at the end. So, do I need some more washi? I do need a little bit of washi, do I? Or should I just... No, I'm just going to do it like a list so I can actually write in it, because in a way it's like a food diary, isn't it? So, breakfast. So what I actually had for breakfast, and to make sure I do eat breakfast. Now what I found something I love, and that's yogurt with granola, but granola's full of sugar, isn't it? So I've got to be careful with that. Lunch, dinner. And any snacks. I also want to write on there if I had... We'll do that after. Let's just put lunch, dinner and snacks down for each one. I think we'll do that first. Breakfast. See if I put it here, maybe. That gives us a bit more space to write at the bottom. There we go, that's probably a bit better because I can write things at the bottom there. So yeah, I found that, I really enjoy that. One of my favourite breakfast cereals is one of the worst ones you can have. It's so full of sugar. It's like a chocolate granola. So we stopped buying it now. I say we because the kids refuse to buy it for me. That's really mean, isn't it? But actually it's really kind and really helpful. Because yeah, I adored that. It was like having milk chocolate for breakfast. And although I love sweets, you know, I'm more of a savoury girl, really. So it's like, yeah. But chocolate's just so easy to eat, isn't it? It is over here. Our chocolate's one of the nicest in the world. I would argue that point with anyone. So yeah. And I think what I'm going to do this week as well is when the food shop has to go on a Tuesday night by 10, and that we're tending to order all the big bulky things now, because I want to still keep my slot open in case we go into another lockdown, and you know there's all these different variants coming out, isn't there? So I want to make sure that we're still covered. So I'm still ordering, but I'm ordering things like the heavy things, so like all your cleaning, your soap powders, your bottled water, your Diet Coke, all of those cumbersome things. But then like the fruit and vegetables, because when we have it delivered, a lot of the time they're really bashed up. So the kids are loving going to, it's like just a day out for them, isn't it? Going to the supermarket, which is really, really sad. So I need this week to be doing quite a bit of jacket potatoes instead of other forms of potato, because I'm quite happy having them with like baked beans on the top, and having I love cottage cheese. I absolutely adore cottage cheese, so having that on that as well. But I like it so that the potato is really burnt, not, you know, not burnt, but it's got that, it's just going really golden brown, so like semi-burnt. Oh, oh, and you can crunch it. It's no good for your teeth, but oh, that's how I like my potatoes. And oh yeah, I can eat them dry. I mean, let's face it, I do like them with lashings of butter and salt, but it's not good for you. So no, we've got to find different things, or to have them with. Because I'm vegetarian, we sell a lot of pre-made like vegetable grills and nut cutlets and all that sort of stuff we've got in the UK. I know it's coming more so to America, but whenever we've been and we've gone around the supermarkets, we've always been shocked at how few vegetarian substitute foods you have. I suppose it's just, what is it, quick. In a way, I suppose it's a bit like junk food, isn't it? The quick one rather than making it yourself. But yeah, so I can quite happily have one of those, a jacket potato, and I love vegetables. I love vegetables. The only vegetable I do not like is French broad beans, those big, white, bland, tasteless things. Yeah, everything else, sprouts. I love sprouts, Brussels sprouts. Asparagus. Oh, and I don't like aubergine. Who likes aubergine? I mean, it has got to be the most dreadful, slimy vegetable. And yet, every vegetarian restaurant, they offer you stuffed aubergine. I mean, I might be vegetarian, but I haven't lost my taste buds. So, yeah. Right, so that's good, because I've got something to write there. Now, I need to make a note if I've done any exercise, because at the moment, that's not happening. Now, exercise doesn't mean it's got to be purpose exercise. It doesn't mean I've got to be, you know, working out in our gym space. It could just be I've been out and I've done a lot of walking. I've got an Apple Watch, which isn't on at the minute because it's charging. But what I do also have that they've bought me from Costco and they haven't set up for me yet. But then again, I could actually set it up, couldn't I? Is they've bought, I've been on and on about punch bag. I really want a punch bag because I think that would be a great aerobic exercise for me. So they've got to set that up. I've got the gloves, everything's come. The only thing I'm waiting for are the stickers. I've got boxing characters coming. It doesn't surprise you at all, does it? No. So it's got to be something I enjoy, not something that I find to be laborious. So yes, we've got a gym space. Is that something I enjoy? Nope. So I've been dragging my heels on that, but boxing. See, I love swimming as well, but the only problem with swimming is you have to come back and wash your hair every single day, don't you? And I know some people wash their hair every single day, but I don't. Wash it every other, so like every other day or every 2 days, or if I go out, I wash it every day. Obviously, because I come home and I disinfect and what have you, because you never know who you get by at the moment, do you? But yeah, it's got to be something I really enjoy. Right, so what I'm going to put down here is I'm going to put what worked well, not what changes are needed, but what worked well. I just want to know what worked well. It's a nice positive affirmation, and so that if something really worked well, I can use it going forward. And it's not all about beating myself up. So let's get these. Printed loads of this. Took me that long to print off all of these. Because it's a cutting and, and I'm just flying through them. I need a whole sheet of these, don't I? But we'll find out we'll find the layout that works for me, and then we'll know going forward. But at least it's ready to go tomorrow. Oh, I really like that. Yeah, I really like that. Now what I'm going to do here is I am now going to tip this in, and the code for this is down in my description box down below. And I'm just going to put it there so it's like a divider. So yeah, this was from Amazon and the code is down in the description box if you want to get some of this, because it's really hot. I got several sizes because I was like, what size do I get? But I've just got the thinnest one now, so that's in there. And so we'll just peel that off. Here you go. I'll just stick that in so it's like a divider. And then when I do that, I'm just going to fold that page. There we go. So that's in. So that's just like a bit of bling. So we've done all of that. And then what we'll do is after Sunday, we'll then write on here what went well. You know, we'll do some sort of review. I don't know yet. It'll have the weight on and all of that, but I'm going to do that very privately because it's not something I'm particularly proud of. But yeah, that's really pretty, isn't it? So hopefully now that is something I can stick to, and because it's like a new, it's a new start, isn't it? We're not going to worry about all of this here. We're just going to start afresh with tomorrow, and we're just going to record it, and we're just going to think. Yeah, that's the plan. So wish me well. Oh look, I'm multi. Wish me well. Yeah. And I'll see you next week. I will. Hopefully there'll be less of me to see. Not that you see me, but you know. Oh, thanks for watching. I hope that wasn't too, like, you know, somber at the start, but I just wanted to be honest and be real. And you know, if you share your story, sometimes that helps someone else, so that's really important. But thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell that's coming now, and that way then you'll know when I put my next video up. And if you want to watch it, fabulous, and if you don't, it doesn't matter, but at least you know, because I don't know about you, I like to be in the know. But thanks ever so much. Keep safe, take care of yourselves, and don't forget, it's never too late to get happily planning. See you in the next one, guys. Bye for now. Bye.